Hello, my name is Pauxides. I received a heart transplant 5 years ago. My journey began when I had a heart attack. Previously, I had some issues with my heart. 25 years ago, I had a valve replacement due to calcification, and uh, and I had a COVID, and that caused some issues with my heart while I was training. I started to get tired, and I had a heart attack, which induced me to get a heart transplant. Before my transplant, I really did not have any serious um, limitations, physical limitations. Um, I did get that valve replacement, traumatic at the time, but after that, I went back to normal life. Um, I was kind of tired when I did my exercise, my walking, um, but after the heart transplant, I was able to feel a lot better physically. I lost a lot of muscle mass that I had to regain by training, and I was able to do a pilgrimage in Europe of 400 miles long. Usually walk about between 12 and 15 miles a day without any issues, except my legs, and learning how to breathe because apparently there's no connection between the heart and the lungs, so you got to concentrate on breathing. One of the biggest challenges I had right after the transplant was first I was scared to move too fast. Um, then I didn't have any muscle. I mean, there was no way I couldn't even get out of the toilet because I didn't have no muscles in the legs. Um, I really wasn't expecting to get a transplant. That was even though I had heart issues before, I never had expected to get a transplant at all. It never crossed my mind. So that was pretty challenging when they told me that I had to get a transplant. Um, Once I started walking, I got better every day. I felt better every time I walked. I actually started walking as soon as I could in the hospital. My family had heart issues, and from the issues they had, I know that as soon as you get surgery, as soon as you start walking, the better it is. It is basically because you don't get any water in your lungs and you don't cough. So both times I did good on that. I had no pain at all because I walked as soon as I could. Um, the other challenge was the amount of pills I had to take or I still have to take. Um, when you do long walks, like 400 miles or 600-mile walk, you're going to take about 4 pounds of pills for the 90 days that you're going to be out there or the 50 days, and you got to carry that on your back. So that make it really challenges. Everybody walks with this little backpack, and you're walking with a huge backpack because you got to carry your pills, and they get heavy, especially after midday. They get heavy. Um, but other than that, you know, my wife says I'm sleeping different than I did before. I probably am. Um, I listen to different music than I did before. Um, it took me several months to notice that. Basically, my radio had music that I've never heard before. Other than that, everything went okay. I mean, as soon as we were able to travel, uh, take cruises, just live a normal life. Um, Once uh, I went into intensive care. This was during COVID. They had to put a balloon and a pump into my heart to help circulation. I've tried to walk with a unit. I did walk with a unit. My wife somehow managed to be allowed into intensive care every day while I was there. Uh, she kept me. She actually kept me going because, I mean, she shaved me. She made me take a shower, get up, walk. Um, I wasn't alone in intensive care. Like a lot of people had COVID, and it was full, and everybody was alone. I mean, nobody was allowed into the rooms, and I could see it when I walked around the unit with my pump. I didn't I didn't spend much time in the hospital, just 7 weeks from the day I entered to the day I walked out. Um, I think that my training and my walking helped me a lot because I was in better physical conditions. Before, I was just sitting on my desk for the last 20, 30 years in front of a computer. So that helped me a lot. And I really never thought that I was going to die. I always thought I was going to survive. Um, it was pretty spiritual, I guess. Um, and even if I survive, I've done everything I needed to do in my life, and I was ready for it. If I didn't survive, and my family came on my birthday of March, so I get 2 birthdays in March. Um, I really now realize how important it is to be a donor. I never thought of it before. Um, it was something that you hear and you never think about it. When I was told that they had found a heart for me and that they already had sent a team to look it over and that if everything was okay, I was probably going to be in surgery in the morning. They told me about 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Um, it was a strange feeling because I was glad, happy that I had a heart. I was going to have a chance, but at the same time, I was scared as the hell out of me that I was going to go into surgery, to major surgery. So it was just kind of a strange feeling, really, to tell you the truth. Um, it's pretty hard to describe it. Um, it's like, I don't know, getting married. You know what you want to get in there, but you don't know what's going to come out of it. But a little more drastic. My recovery was slow at first. I had limitations to go even to the mailbox, basically because my wife didn't want me to go to the mailbox. So I live in a 3 story house. Climbing the stairs was quite a bit of a challenge at first. But after that, I continued with my training for my walk, for my pilgrimage to Santiago. So I spend most of the day just walking, taking long walks in the park and in the gym. I started swimming, which I had not done that in 10 years since the valve transplant, since I passed out in the water. And that's how I found I needed to get a valve replacement. And swimming helped me a lot because when I started walking, I noticed that I wasn't breathing fast enough for the exercise I was doing. And it would take my heart about 10, 15 minutes to realize that it needed to start pumping. And I could feel that on the muscles in my leg. They started hurting for lack of oxygen, I assume, because after 15 minutes, they came back to normal. But other than that, everything's good. For those that are getting a heart transplant, I recommend that you do exercise and go back to your normal life as soon as possible. I know it's scary at first, but it's something that you have to do. I mean, the faster you get back in track, the better and you're going to feel. And you'll notice it every day. You'll see the change on a daily basis if you just keep on doing your exercise, taking your pills. Um, Taking your pills is very important. You got to be really organized on that because there are many pills. The way I do is I get a pill counter and I do it every week, and just take one every day and just carry it with me. You'll probably have to carry a purse or something to carry all the stuff that you need to carry. That's something I was always against, but now I have to do it. I have no choice. And to the people that went with me through this process in the hospital, the nurses, the doctors, I mean, it was quite an ordeal, and they were very, very nice and cordial. I have no complaints at all about that. The service was great. As I say, my wife was with me in COVID in the hospital. I don't know how she did that. Maybe because she's a physical therapist, they allowed her to do that. I don't know. I wasn't there in that conversation. But to the people in the hospital, they did a great job. And my congratulations to them. And my thanks, my eternal thanks to them. Thanks to them, I'm here.